This is where we all want to be, especially Joe. But first, we got a lot of work to do.
Oh, the headlight buckets, bumper brackets, horns, every little piece of hardware all needs to be cleaned, blasted, disassembled, repaired, blasted. Missing hardware needs to be ordered. Then, of course, you find a whole nother pile of parts that has to be inspected, cleaned, blasted, and hopefully you've got everything, because you really want to finally get to that part where you can paint this stuff and get it in for final assembly. Now we can get the sound deadener installed, coat all of the bare steel on the inside, and start fitting all of these parts. We've got bumper brackets to make, things to align. We want to make sure everything is perfect before we take it apart and start doing body work, because this is the last time it's going on the car before it's finished. And no 50s car would be complete without its mile of chrome. This all needs to be fitted, adjusted, and sent off to the chromer. We've got parts to prep, the hood, the trunk, brakes to install, shocks to put on, and I still want to make sure Joe's comfy in this car. And then something extremely unusual happens at the shop. Cool Hand Customs starts sanding.
So we are 4 days in to sanding, slowly starting to block out this trunk lid, get the last little ripples out, work our way around, get all the gaps and everything good. Here we got most of the flat planes and the lines cut in and ready, so it's just the little fiddly stuff. We got Amy over here sanding, getting that stuff done. Yeah, slowly dying because it's like 90 some degrees and so humid that we had a puddle of water that lasted like 14 hours on the floor. So
even the underside is important.
Right. And this is the new sanding technique we like to call the fish. And you just kind of flop around and move your arm back and forth. Works really well though.
Fish. Oh my god. That's even worse.
Here she is, day 13. Finally ready to go into primer. A little disassembly to do. Got two little spots in front of the doors that we need to do some messing with once the doors come off. But other than that, got the lines done. The whole thing has been skimmed, sanded down, and she is ready to rock. 90 some degrees outside. It rained all morning. And this morning would have been the perfect time to go in there and spray that because the humidity was pretty decent here, and it was only about 70 degrees. But that didn't work out, so we got her all taped up. Opened the door from the showroom, and we're pumping all the AC in here. Just dropped the humidity down like 20%.
Even have your summer suit on? Is that what that is?
Yeah, if you guys get a chance, go look up. These guys make really nice ventilated suits. So, you don't get a little too warm in the summer. I'm mixing this KBS primer up, trying to get it a little less McDonald's milkshake and a little more just milk. There's some pumps in it, but it looks like I got it out. So I mix it 4-to-1 with their activator. Throw a little reducer in to get it how I want it and get this thing sprayed. I do have these really cool pour spouts for this thing for my mixing bench, but that would be way too easy. I'd much rather just make a huge mess. I'm gonna mix up 3 batches. She is a convertible. She's not very big, so hopefully I should only have to do this twice. And of course, you get to fight with the child locks because, they do a lot of spraying at preschools and stuff. So you gotta make sure that all the kids running around here aren't drinking my paint thinner. Not that the smell wouldn't deter you, but it's here. The smoother I get the primer, the less sanding medium you have to do on this thing. Everybody's always like, if it's just a primer, just throw it on there, who cares if it's orange peeled and crappy. I do, because we've already sanded for like 600,000 hours on this thing already.
13 days.
Alright, 57 T-Bird update. First round of primer is done. Everything's been blocked out. Had a few little areas that we needed to do a little more work on. So we got that handled. Amy went around and got most of the pinholes filled. Everything has been blocked down to 320 now. She's under here right now, getting everything taped up, ready to throw plastic on for its last coat. Next time you see this car in this booth, it will be getting painted with KBS Max, our own custom color, lithium blue.
My God, it's so hot.
working on the 57 T-Bird, getting it assembled, ready to head out. And we were replacing the glass for the side. This is the passenger side. This piece, oops, is supposed to be attached here. This is cast aluminum, so we could weld it, but it probably won't weld very nice. So I went over to Bender, traced out a piece. I made a piece out of 1/4-inch steel. This is my template that I used. I'm going to drill the holes out for it, tap it so we can put the other piece in, drill 2 holes here, then drill 2 holes here, and bolt the new steel piece onto there and throw this freaking garbage.
Okay, here is a quick update of the underside of the vehicle before we pull it down from the lift. One of the last times, got the exhaust finished up, all the fuel lines, brake lines, tranny lines, fuel pump coming by. This was a chore of an exhaust up over the rear end, around into these funky tails that go into the bumper. Fuel tank is all wrapped up. Holy moly. Oh Jesus, there's my driver. Yeah, it looks pretty awesome. I love it. And off to alignment tomorrow she goes. Alright, here's this 1957 T-Bird that we have been busting our butts on since last November. She came to us. She has had a major overhaul and a lot of changes that she has gone through since she's joined the CHC family. We have grafted 63 rear quarters from our Fairlane into the back. It allowed us some more wheel well and a little more room space. Our customer was very fond of the skirted look but didn't actually want the skirts, so we eliminated that, but found a great solution. We kept the original rear bumper just because it's so cool. It just gives that jet look to the car. I understand what Ford was going for with this very, very fast jet aviation image of the vehicle. The rear area, we extended the cargo area just a little under 5 inches so that we could have some more room. The 57 was initially a bench seat, no center console, one hump on the dash there, not the two. In the early 60s, They changed it to more of a cockpit style with two very separate cockpits for the driver and the passenger. So we custom made from scratch the dash, the center console, the knee kick pieces as we call them, the door panels, and extended this rear cargo area to give us that extra room. But the convertible top still fits as though it should. We went with a two-tone brown and brushed titanium for the panels, which really, really goes well, I believe, with our lithium blue that KBS Coatings custom made for us based on some pictures of a 62 that colors that we gave them. We wanted to pull the metallic out because in the 50s the base colors were much more popular and it seemed to go better with our overall theme. We went with 17x7s all the way around on the car, and then color matched the wheels to the interior and to the convertible top. The motor in there is a Ford 302 small block Windsor based, and just a little bit of ponies, nothing too aggressive enough to scoot her around. She's a small car, so we didn't want to throw Joe out of his seat right off the bat. But overall, we are really, really happy with the progress of this car. We're so happy with how it came out. We think it's beautiful. The colors are beautiful. It's very inviting. It's comfortable to sit in. She's running well. Sounds good. There's a couple more views of the interior, and that's about it. He looks like a Cheshire cat.